Hey, it's Soul with a sort of beginner's guide to help you feel more like a pro in World of Warcraft. WoW is a game full of things to do, and each day we ask ourselves, hey, what do we want to do? Do we want to beat up bad guys or other players? Maybe when we're done leveling one character, we want to immediately go back and do it again on another. Do we want to collect mounts or pets or have cool titles, collect pretty costumes, look like a badass or an ass bad? Get it? Anyway, with so much to do, I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about what I think are some of the most important things to find or get early in your World of Warcraft career. Effective investments that'll pay off big in the long run. Like this video if it's helpful, subscribe for more WoW coverage, and let's get started. One of the best long-term investments to make into your character come in the form of heirloom gear. Heirlooms are gear, and it's like cheats for alts. It's reusable and bound to your account, meaning that if you buy it once, your alts can use them too. They just need to pluck them out of your heirloom catalog. But of course they need to be able to wear them. They need to match the armor or weapon type. They scale with your level up to level 29 before upgrades. They last forever, and they never break. They're strong enough that basically if you have an heirloom equipped, you don't need to replace that gear with anything until you progress well beyond that level. Of course, you can also upgrade these heirlooms so they continue scaling with your level all the way to the current max level of 70. That way your alt can wear heirlooms from pretty much start to finish. Wearing a fuller collection activates set bonuses that help with gaining more bonus rested experience, even give combat buffs to help you out. Upgrading them to be useful all the way to max level can be pretty costly though, which is why I suggest taking it slow with this particular investment. So visit these NPCs as you earn some gold and grow interest in making a few alts, because maybe you're fine with the base heirlooms to get you started, or maybe you want to blast your way through without a break. Decide as you go. While we're here, the vendor also sells maps that unlock flight points. At the moment though, I would suggest against buying these, because later this year, we're going to have a new expansion, the War Within, which was announced to include a number of quality of life perks that include unlocking map locations and flight points with no expectation of an additional cost. Mailboxes are very useful. They let you send items from one character to another. They gush with gold sometimes when you sell stuff from the auction house, and in some cases if you forgot to loot a boss of its cool gear, it'll get shot over to the mailbox at your convenience. You'll find mailboxes just about anywhere there's a rest area, but sometimes you've got to send something off or pick something up, and dropping by town isn't really an option. People of the Nightborn race have a nifty racial ability that lets them access a personal mailbox and has a short 10-minute cooldown. But all players can have access to the Ahuna Perch. It's a toy with a longer cooldown of 4 hours, but it's very accessible. To get it, all you need to do is reach Renown level 14 with a Maruk Centaur on the Dragon Isles. An NPC will appear beside you and offer the quest called Befriending Wings and Wind. Progress over to Marukai over in the Ornaran Plains, turn in the quest, and you get the toy, which you only need to do once, and it'll be accessible across your entire account, usable regardless of race, class, or even level. In today's expansion, Dragonflight, just about any player is going to run into this, so maybe this isn't such a pro hack, but years from now, someone might overlook this otherwise easy prize. After a day of adventuring, raiding, or grinding, it's time to pop that Hearthstone and wrap things up. Often though, we'll want to return to town multiple times a day because maybe you're between dungeons, or there's no way out of that old raid, or because you forgot something yet again. There are multiple teleports to help you return to the safety of your capital city, and here I'll list a handful that are mostly within arm's reach. Being part of a guild can help out a lot. Just being in one will give you the perk Hasty Hearth that reduces the cooldown of your Hearthstone by 15 minutes. If you're in a guild, you'll also want to check out what kinds of special guild cloaks they have available. The guild itself will need to have completed certain achievements, while you need to be at a certain reputation with the guild to buy these cloaks. And you can rep up by simply completing quests like dailies, which you can do on your own, or run certain group content as a guild like dungeons, raids, and arena matches. All in all though, it's an easy time investment to make. It might be a little bit excessive to carry multiple cloaks with you, but if you really need them as a perk, they're available and they have separate cooldowns. One more teleport I want to mention is the Dalaran Hearthstone, which takes you to the version of Dalaran on the Broken Isles. This place is a fully functional hub, which includes a portal back to your capital city. Unlike other toys, you need to obtain this on each and every character you're using, but don't worry, it's fun to get the first time and then it's pretty fast to get afterwards. This is a special, separate Hearthstone earned by completing the first parts of the Legion campaign, the Battle for Broken Shore. In case you're not sure what that is, you can access it through the command board in your capital city. And low-level characters can access it through Chromie Time by choosing the Legion expansion. The Broken Shore scenario is pretty epic to play through if you haven't done it yet. For you veterans who have done it before, don't forget that you can talk to one of the follow-up NPCs and skip the Broken Shore scenario outright, progress straight to Dalaran, and then receive your Hearthstone. Sometimes you're just doing your thing, and then for whatever reason you fall and maybe die. In case you're not a druid, a Zandalari troll, or otherwise be super special enough to have something to save you from a bad fall, a goblin glider can easily be your best friend. They come super cheap on the auction house, and you should only ever need to have a handful on you for those just-in-case moments, or if you're trying to fall at a greater distance. The one downside is that it doesn't work inside most instances. On the other side of things, sometimes you know you're going to take a big fall, and this toy can help you prepare for it. In cases like those, I recommend the stylish black parasol. It's a toy, meaning that everyone can use it on your WoW account. However, it does have a level requirement of level 48, or it might look a little bit different by the time other expansions come out. When you use this item, you get a buff that makes it so you fall more slowly, and you can still change your direction while moving. Obtaining this is quite easy. All you have to do is travel to Warcraft Hell, although specifically Revendreth, in these precise coordinates. The toy is sitting on a ledge. Just pick it up and it's yours. One thing I couldn't confirm was if there's a level requirement just to pick this item up, because, as said, to use it you need to be level 48. This is usable both indoors and outdoors, but you want to remember you need to use this before falling. It's not an emergency button like the Goblin Glider, and the buff will go away when you enter combat. The last one here on this list might hit you in the wallet a bit, but it's really worth it. The Traveler's Tundra Mammoth can be bought in Dalaran for a cool 20,000 gold, and this is a really cool mount. For one, it's a 3-seater, so you and 2 friends can ride together while the rest of your party can watch, I guess. It also comes with 2 NPCs who can buy items to clear your inventory and repair your character. I love this thing because it's got that feeling of, yeah, I can, be out in the frontier with at least some of life's useful conveniences. It's less use of my, already many teleports, and I can go on for that much longer before taking a break. So self-sufficiency, that's kind of within arm's reach. That's what I'm trying to get at with this list. And I know this turned out to be short, because the last thing I want to tell you is to, be a certain race or class, or to pick up this or that profession, or to go through this long epic quest line to do a thing. It's not necessary to get every quality of life perk right away, but completing this list will get you on the path to feeling like a pro at the game. I hope this helped, and if so, hit the like button, subscribe for more WoW coverage, catch me live on Twitch, and I'll catch you later. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.